Hi, my name's Courtney. Today I'm going to talk about autism. So what is autism? Autism, or also known as Autism Spectrum Disorder, ASD, refers to a broad range of different conditions characterized by challenges with social skills, repetitive behaviors, and speech and nonverbal communication. There's not just one type of autism, but many subtypes or levels, 3 of them being ASD1, ASD2, and ASD3, which is requiring support, requiring substantial support, and requiring very substantial support. Requiring support means they have difficulty initiating social interactions and organization and planning problems that affect individualization. Requiring substantial support means that social interactions are limited to things that they find of interest, and they have restricted or repetitive behavior. Requiring very substantial support means severe deficits in verbal and nonverbal social communication, and they have great distress and difficulty changing actions or focus. The signs and symptoms of autism are usually seen before the age of 3. Autism affects an estimated 1 in 54 children in the United States. However, autism can be seen to be 4 times more likely in boys than in girls. So what causes autism? Autism cannot be associated with a specific cause. However, there are a few known rare causes of autism. They are an anti-seizure medicine taken during pregnancy, Fragile X syndrome, rubella, PKU, tuberous sclerosis, and Prader-Willi syndrome. Although there are many common symptoms for autism, not every autistic person has the same symptoms. The symptoms are different for each individual. Some early signs and symptoms to look for in the child is no response to their name, poor eye contact, no smiling or social responsiveness, unusual over or under responsiveness to sensory input such as touch, smell, taste, or noise, and many other different things. Some of the late signs or symptoms that can appear after the age of 3 include impaired ability to make friends, the preoccupation with certain objects or subjects, the absence or impairment of imaginative and social play, and the inflexibility to adhere to specific routines or rituals. Some rare symptoms include seizures, intellectual disabilities, savant syndrome, hyperlexia, synesthesia, and low muscle tone and/or difficulties with fine and gross motor skills. Treatment for autism, much like the symptoms, varies with each individual. A few treatments are prescriptions, specialized therapy such as physical therapy or occupational therapy, home remedies and lifestyle, and complementary and alternative medicine. So some history on autism. Autism was first discovered or defined by Leo Kanner, who then went to write a journal off of his research. Kanner's journal is the Journal of Autism and Developmental Disorder, but it started as the Journal of Autism and Childhood Schizophrenia in 1971. The concepts and definitions of the disorder have greatly changed over the years, and some ideas that then had conviction are now proved to be unfounded. This means that the understanding of the symptoms as well as the care and treatment offered to people with autism has been greatly changed. In the 1950s and the 1960s, especially in the US, schizophrenia was to be found everywhere, and in children it included autism. This was due to a change in the definition to include more people at that time. The DSM-4, released in 1994 and then revised in 2000, was the first edition to categorize autism as a spectrum. Now for some research and studies done on autism. A study done in 2017 tested the effects of conditioning 3-dimensional objects as reinforcers on the imitation and match to simple responses of young children with autism. Their results showed that all 3 participants in the 3-dimensional condition procedure was functionally related to increase in generalized 3-dimensional matching and object use imitation. A study done in 2016 examined child and family characteristics for families of children with ASD predictors of family involvement in parent-teacher relationships. Their findings underscored the importance of family history, accessing services, and child development risk when examining and interviewing on family involvement in parent-teacher relationships. Another study done in 2016 explored the facts of children-centered play therapy, CCPT, on the social and emotional growth of 3 young children with autism ages 4 to 6. All children participated in 10 weekly individual therapy sessions, which focused on the targeted goals set by parents. Results indicated that CPT was an effective intervention for a small sample of young children with autism. 2 experiments were conducted in 2016 where eye-tracking methodology was used to assess online lexical, syntactic, and somatic processing in autism spectrum disorder. Together, these experiments demonstrate that the initial construction of sentence interpretation appears to be intact in ASD, but suggest that they adopt a more cautious reading strategy and take longer to evaluate their sentence interpretation prior to making a manual response. A fun fact about autism is a couple famous people that have autism are Dan Aykroyd, a comedian and actor, Susan Boyle, a singer, and even Albert Einstein was thought to have autism. That's all I have for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.